To the esteemed Scorpios, seekers of truth and masters of transformation. Today, I bring you news that can revolutionize your perception of your financial future. In our esoteric analysis, we will delve into the mystery of what lies ahead, for July 7, 2025, is not just another date on the calendar, it is a cosmic portal opened specifically for you. This day will mark the beginning of an unprecedented 33-year cycle of abundance, a period when the energy of prosperity will flow into your life continuously, transforming every aspect of your material world. Under the watchful gaze of powerful planetary archetypes, your cosmic mentors, a unique synergy is forming, ready to unleash your hidden potential for wealth. We are talking about a profound, karmic transformation, about how the ancient and new rulers of your sign, along with other key celestial bodies, are aligning in a perfect configuration to activate unseen opportunities. This is not mere luck, it is the result of a precisely choreographed cosmic dance that calls you to action and awareness. Discoveries await you in the most unexpected areas, from investments to monetizing your unique intuition. However, to fully unlock this potential, you must first look within, for true wealth begins with the liberation of your inner space. As we've mentioned, July 7, 2025, opens an unprecedented 33-year cycle of abundance for you, Scorpios. But to truly activate this portal and unleash its colossal potential, a deep understanding of the inner mechanisms that govern your financial reality is essential. In light of this, let's consider the key influence of Pluto, your modern ruling planet, which is currently transiting through Aquarius. This powerful cosmic aspect carries a call for a radical transformation of your financial mindset. Pluto, the ruler of transformation and profound change, in Aquarius, the sign of innovation, the future, and collective consciousness, demands that you reevaluate old paradigms related to money and power. For Scorpios, whose nature is deeply connected to control and intensity, this means letting go of outdated, sometimes limiting beliefs about how money enters your life, how it should be held, or even how it can be acquired. This is a time to ask yourself, what internal barriers have I built on the path to financial prosperity? Perhaps it's a fear of large sums of money, a belief that wealth is only for the chosen few, or a subconscious program linking money to hard work or dishonesty. The practical advice stemming from this Plutonian influence is crystal clear: free yourself from limiting beliefs associated with money. This is not merely a mental exercise, it is deep work to cleanse your energetic field. Conduct an internal audit of your thoughts and feelings about finances. Write down all negative attitudes that surface. Then, using visualization or affirmation techniques, consciously reprogram them. For example, if you find the belief, money comes hard, replace it with, money comes to me easily and joyfully from many sources. The deeper you delve into this process, the more tangible the results will be. The esoteric aspect of this work lies in direct interaction with your subconscious, that boundless repository of your true desires and hidden programs. The subconscious does not distinguish between reality and imagination, it responds to emotions and repetitive images. To attract abundance, begin daily feeding your subconscious with images of desired financial success, feeling joy, confidence, and gratitude as if it has already happened. Abundance meditations, creating a vision board with symbols of wealth, repeating money mantras, all are powerful tools for recalibrating your inner magnet to the frequency of prosperity. Remember that true wealth begins within, with your inner state of abundance, which then projects into the outer world. This profound internal transformation is the foundation for you to most effectively utilize the external opportunities that will open up before you, especially those concerning the strengthening of your material base and the formation of beneficial alliances. We've already discussed the fundamental recalibration of your inner financial compass, how releasing old patterns paves the way for unprecedented abundance. Now that this inner ground is prepared, it's time to consider how cosmic influences will manifest in your external reality, opening specific gateways for the influx of material blessings. In this unique cycle, starting July 7, 2025, one of the key architects of your financial well-being will be Jupiter, the planet of great fortune and expansion, residing in the sign of Taurus. This position of Jupiter is especially significant for Scorpios because Taurus is your opposing sign, meaning it directly activates the axis of your financial relationships and shared resources. Jupiter in Taurus emphasizes accumulation, stability, and the strengthening of your material foundation. For you, as representatives of a sign of deep transformations, this means that opportunities for growth will come through reliable, earthy channels. The practical vector here is unequivocal: it is time for the strategic formation of partnerships. Seek alliances based on mutual trust and shared values, where your strengths complement each other. This could be a business partnership, investing in joint projects, or even marital finances where shared assets multiply. Jupiter in Taurus also strongly recommends focusing on investments in tangible assets, real estate, land, precious metals, or other long-term investments that promise stable growth and capital protection. This is a period when your intuition, inherent to Scorpios, can unerringly point to the most promising and reliable investment opportunities, providing not only profit but also a deep sense of financial security. However, the true magic of this transit unfolds not only on the level of external actions but also through a deep esoteric understanding of the principles of abundance. Activating your money channel during this period is directly linked to the vibrations of gratitude and generosity. When you are genuinely grateful for what you already have, for every opportunity and every resource, you send a powerful signal to the universe, opening the floodgates for an even greater influx. Generosity, in turn, is not just an act of giving but a confirmation of your inner confidence in the infinite flow of abundance. By giving, you create an energetic vacuum that is immediately filled with new resources. This does not require huge donations, conscious acts of kindness, help, or support to those in need, or even just an energetic contribution to the world, suffice. Remember, money is energy, and the freer it circulates through you, the more you can attract. During this period, as Jupiter lays the foundation for your material stability, it is important not only to accumulate but also to actively participate in this circulating flow. But beyond these fundamental aspects, there is another crucial planetary player whose influence on your ability for discipline and intuitive financial choices will be decisive. Scorpios, in anticipation of your unprecedented 33-year cycle of abundance, which activates on July 7, 2025, it is critically important to pay attention to the key planetary influences shaping your path to wealth. One of the most significant is Saturn's transit through the sign of Pisces. This unique combination brings a deep and transformative impulse for you, as representatives of the Scorpio sign, affecting the very essence of your financial existence. Saturn, the planet of structure, discipline, and karmic lessons, residing in the intuitive, often intangible waters of Pisces, calls you to a new level of integration. Your innate, powerful intuition, that inner compass that has always guided you through life's most complex labyrinths, must now be combined with iron discipline and clear planning. This is not merely a call to rationality, but a demand to systematize your deepest financial premonitions. The universe expects from you not just feelings, but their conversion into concrete, measurable steps. The practical aspect of this influence lies in the need to develop an extremely clear and structured financial plan. This should not be an abstract wish list, but a detailed roadmap of your cash flow, investments, and savings. Define your financial goals with Saturnian precision: what you want to achieve, within what time frame, and with what resources. Simultaneously, cultivate unconditional trust in your intuition. When making decisions, be it choosing an investment instrument, a new source of income, or a partnership, listen to your inner voice. Your subconscious wisdom, amplified by the energy of Pisces, is capable of pointing out opportunities and risks invisible to the logical mind. From an esoteric perspective, to harmonize these energies and attract a stable financial flow, meditations for attracting abundance and material stability are indicated for you. Dedicate time daily to visualizing your financial well-being. Imagine your money flows becoming powerful and continuous rivers, filling your life. Focus on the feeling of stability, security, and confidence in the future. You can use affirmations aimed at strengthening the connection between your intuition and financial success. For example, my intuition leads me to financial stability and prosperity, and I disciplinedly follow its guidance. These practices will help ground your ambitions and tune your energetic field to the frequency of material well-being, creating a solid foundation for future transformations. And when this inner foundation is laid, it will be time for active steps and the realization of your boldest plans. After laying the internal foundation for your abundance, recognizing the transformative power of Pluto, strengthening your material base under Jupiter's aegis, and disciplining your intuition with Saturn, it's time to unleash pure, dynamic energy of action. Our astrological landscape on July 7, 2025, brightly highlights Mars, your traditional ruling planet, residing in its own sign, fiery Aries. This is not just a transit, it is a cosmic signal for immediate, decisive forward movement, for the manifestation of your inner fire. Mars in Aries embodies the archetypal energy of the warrior, the pioneer who doesn't wait for permission but creates their own path. For you, Scorpios, this means an intensification of your innate strength, but with a new, more direct and fearless vector. Your energy, typically deep and strategically concealed, is now called to open manifestation. This aspect literally screams, act. Use this powerful impulse for a breakthrough in financial matters. This is the ideal time to launch new projects, make bold investments that you may have postponed, or decisively advance your career. Do not be afraid to take risks. Mars in Aries grants you the necessary daring and the ability to overcome obstacles that previously seemed insurmountable. Your intuition, sharpened by Saturn, will be your reliable compass in these bold undertakings. Remember that true growth often lies beyond the comfort zone. On an esoteric level, to align with this fiery energy and attract good fortune in financial matters, you can perform a simple yet powerful ritual. At dawn on July 7th, or at any moment when you feel a surge of Mars energy, light a red or gold candle, symbolizing action and wealth. Focus on the flame and visualize your financial goal already achieved, feeling joy and confidence. Speak an affirmation, for example, my energy is directed towards abundance, my actions bring wealth, I boldly pursue my financial goals. You can add an element of movement to the ritual, such as walking at a brisk pace, feeling a surge of energy and confidence with each step. This is not merely a symbolic act, it is an activation of your inner power, creating an energetic anchor for future successes. Remember that a ritual is only a tool for focusing your will and intention. The true magic happens within you when you consciously direct your will. This phase requires not only internal work and powerful action but also active interaction with the external world. For your bold initiatives to bear fruit, it is important not only to act but also to effectively convey your ideas, establish new connections, and be open to learning new strategies. We have already discussed the profound transformation of mindset and strategic partnership as the cornerstones of your 33-year cycle of abundance. But for Scorpios, whose nature tends towards introspection and deep immersion, the moment arrives when external adaptation and the ability to interact become not just desirable, but vitally necessary for activating the flow of money. This is where the influence of Venus, positioned in dynamic Gemini on July 7, 2025, comes into play. Venus, the planet traditionally governing your values, financial flows, and ability to attract resources, in the airy and intellectual sign of Gemini, creates a unique synergy with your watery nature. For Scorpios, this means that your success in the upcoming cycle directly correlates with your flexibility in communication and a thirst for learning. The energy of Gemini calls you to move beyond familiar financial paradigms, actively explore new ideas, and master innovative strategies. Your deep insights, which you possess thanks to Pluto in Aquarius, now require verbalization, the ability to convey them to others, to build bridges of understanding, rather than merely dwelling in your own inner world. The practical aspect of this influence is invaluable. Develop your communication skills, learn to negotiate, clearly articulate your financial goals and proposals, and present yourself and your ideas convincingly. This is not mere chatter, it is the art of building connections that will become channels for your wealth. Hone your ability to listen and ask the right questions, for it is through dialogue that new perspectives open up and fruitful partnerships emerge, the importance of which we have already discussed. Furthermore, Venus in Gemini strongly recommends continuous learning. The world of finance is constantly changing, and your ability to quickly absorb new information, be it investment trends, digital assets, or unique business models, will become your competitive advantage. Immerse yourself in studying financial markets, take investment courses, master new digital tools. Your intellectual curiosity, directed towards the material sphere, will become a powerful magnet for prosperity. On an esoteric level, the energy of Gemini, governing word and thought, is an ideal conduit for working with affirmations. Your words are not just sounds, they are vibrational codes that shape your reality. Use this power consciously. Daily pronounce affirmations aimed at attracting financial well-being. For example, my words open doors to limitless abundance, I easily absorb knowledge leading to prosperity and multiplication of my capital, I freely and confidently express my financial ideas, attracting lucrative opportunities. These formulas are not just repeated, they are lived, imbued with your faith and intention, reprogramming your internal dialogue and creating a new neural network for wealth. Remember that every time you pronounce an affirmation, you are not just speaking, you are creating your financial destiny. You are tuning your energetic frequency to the frequency of prosperity, attracting to yourself what resonates with your deepest beliefs. However, for these powerful mental and verbal tools to work at full strength, it is also necessary to consider that invisible yet pervasive layer that shapes your inner reality, the world of your emotions and subconscious programs. So, we have delved into how the vibrational codes of words and the power of affirmations shape the energetic structures of your future. But for these mental architectures of abundance to fully manifest, it is necessary to delve into the very source of your being, the boundless ocean of emotions. For it is here that invisible obstacles often lurk, and simultaneously, limitless resources for your financial growth. During this period, the sun, the luminary of your consciousness, resides in the sign of Cancer. For you, Scorpios, this position is especially significant, for Cancer, like your own sign, belongs to the water element, deeply connected to the world of feelings, intuition, and the subconscious. Under this influence, your emotional sensitivity is amplified, becoming not just a background, but a powerful tool capable of both creating and destroying financial well-being. This is a time when intuition, permeated with empathy, can become your most reliable financial compass. Instead of perceiving emotions as something to detach from in the realm of finance, learn to use them as subtle yet precise indicators. Before making an important financial decision, be it an investment, starting a new project, or a major purchase, listen to your inner state. Feel, does this decision evoke a true sense of expansion, security, and long-term stability, or is it merely a fleeting impulse born of fear, insecurity, or a desire for instant gratification? Monitor your deep reactions. If you feel discomfort, internal resistance, or inexplicable anxiety, it is a signal to pause. Emotional intelligence in this context is the ability to recognize these subtle signals and allow them to guide you toward well-considered, conscious choices. This is especially true for avoiding impulsive spending. Your deep emotions can be both a shield and a sword. In moments of emotional tension or, conversely, euphoria, Scorpios tend to act impulsively and rashly. The sun in Cancer calls for mindfulness. Before opening your wallet, ask yourself if this purchase truly serves your long-term goals, or if it is an attempt to fill an emotional void. True abundance is born not from fleeting consumption, but from wise resource management and inner harmony. From an esoteric perspective, this sun transit offers a unique opportunity for deep work with emotional blocks that subconsciously hinder your financial flow. Perhaps these are old childhood programs related to scarcity, fear of loss, guilt over possessing wealth, or the belief that money is evil. These emotional patterns, like invisible chains, hold you back from fully unleashing your financial potential. Practice meditations aimed at recognizing and releasing these old emotions. Visualize yourself forgiving yourself and others, letting go of old grudges, fears, and limitations related to money. Imagine these blocks dissolving, opening the way for the unobstructed flow of abundance energy. Working with your inner child, healing ancestral patterns, all of this can become part of your path to financial freedom. When emotional channels are cleansed, financial energy begins to flow freely, attracting opportunities and resources to you. However, emotional awareness alone is not enough to build a solid foundation of abundance. True prosperity requires not only inner harmony but also external structure, clear vision, and a disciplined approach to realizing your goals. True prosperity requires not only inner harmony but also external structure, clear vision, and discipline. In this pursuit of order and the materialization of your boldest financial ambitions, the position of the moon plays a key role. On July 7, 2025, the moon resides in the strict and purposeful sign of Capricorn. For you, Scorpios, whose nature is permeated with deep transformations and emotional intensity, this aspect serves as a powerful anchor. The moon in Capricorn awakens in you a keen need for tangible structure, for a clear plan and predictability. It calls you to direct your powerful intuitive energy not only towards deep self-knowledge but also towards building a reliable, unwavering foundation for your financial future. This is not just an astrological configuration, it is a direct call to action. Now, more than ever, it is important not just to dream of wealth, but to plan for it. The first practical step is to create a detailed financial plan. This should not be an abstract wish list, but a clear roadmap that considers your income, expenses, goals, and timelines. Adhere to a budget with a discipline uncharacteristic of your usually impulsive nature. Every dollar, every cent, must be accounted for and directed towards the realization of your long-term goals. Consider investing in stable, time-tested assets, real estate, precious metals, reliable stocks, or bonds. This is not a time for reckless speculation, but for laying a solid foundation that will grow and multiply throughout the entire 33-year cycle. However, astrology is only part of the puzzle. The esoteric aspect of this lunar position lies in the possibility of enhancing your financial stability through conscious rituals. Imagine that every action you take to create a budget or invest is not just a routine operation, but a magical act of laying bricks in your temple of abundance. Conduct rituals to strengthen financial stability, using earth energy, which resonates with Capricorn. These can be meditations on the root chakra, visualizing a growing tree whose roots penetrate deep into the earth, symbolizing your rootedness and stability. Work with crystals such as pyrite or green aventurine, which are traditionally associated with attracting wealth and grounding. Charge them with the intention of financial stability and carry them with you. Create an abundance corner in your home where symbols of your financial well-being will be kept, a piggy bank, a figurine symbolizing wealth, or even your carefully detailed financial plan, which you will regularly review and charge with your energy. Remember, discipline and structure are not limitations, but powerful tools for manifesting your will in the material world. But there is yet another, truly unique aspect that activates on this very day, opening the doors to your personal source of wealth. And now we come to the culmination of our analysis, the point where cosmic energies converge to forge a new path for you, Scorpios. July 7, 2025, is not just a date on the calendar. It is a portal, a sacred threshold, opening an unprecedented 33-year cycle of abundance and transformation of your financial reality. This is not a metaphor, friends, it is a precise astrological and esoteric calculation, heralding an era of the deepest changes and colossal growth. On this day, a unique aspect is activated, which, like a key, turns the lock of your personal source of wealth, which I mentioned earlier. Imagine this day as a cosmic initiation, an invitation to a new level of existence where prosperity becomes not an accident, but a natural consequence of an internal state and conscious actions. This is a moment of synchronization for all transits, from the transformative power of Pluto to the communicative nature of Venus, creating ideal conditions for laying the unshakable foundation of your financial future. The moon in Capricorn lends strength to intentions, and the sun in Cancer provides emotional depth for connecting with the energy of abundance. For maximum activation and sealing of this 33-year cycle, a personal ritual is necessary. This is not merely a symbolic action, but deep, conscious energy work, designed to reprogram the subconscious and declare to the universe your readiness to receive unprecedented wealth. This ritual should be as intense and profound as your own nature, Scorpios. Choose a time for it when you feel most centered, early morning or twilight, symbolizing transition. Find a secluded place. Light a dark-colored candle, black, deep blue, or burgundy, resonating with your inner power. Hold an object that symbolizes stability and growth for you, pyrite, green aventurine, an old coin, or another significant anchor of wealth energy. Close your eyes. Take several deep breaths, centering in your heart. Feel the Earth's energy rise through your feet, filling you with power. Visualize. Don't just think of abstract money, but specific images of how these 33 years of abundance will transform your life, the realization of bold projects, expanding opportunities, travel, learning, investments. Allow this prosperity energy to fill every cell of your body, vibrating at the frequency of abundance. When the sensation becomes intense, speak aloud, clearly, with full faith and intention, your personal manifestation. This is your unique, sincere declaration to the universe and to yourself. For example, I, your name, activate my 33-year cycle of boundless abundance. My intuition guides me to financial wisdom. My will manifests wealth in all its forms. I am ready for transformation and continuous growth. Or any words that deeply resonate with your soul. Feel the energy solidify into an object. It will become your personal talisman, an anchor for the entire cycle. Keep it with you or in your abundance corner, so its touch reminds you of your intention and awakened power. This ritual is merely a starting point, a powerful seed sown in fertile ground. However, for it to sprout and bear abundant fruit, you will need to consciously apply your innate, unique Scorpio gifts, your inner strength, which will become the most potent tool in your prosperity arsenal. In light of the upcoming transformations heralding an unprecedented 33-year cycle of abundance, it is crucial to recognize and activate the profound gifts inherent in every Scorpio. Your innate power is not just a set of psychological traits, but powerful energetic tools capable of attracting and securing financial well-being in your life. When applied consciously and purposefully, these qualities will become your greatest allies on the path to prosperity. First and foremost, your purposefulness is not just a character trait, but a powerful energetic vector capable of literally piercing through space with your will. In the financial realm, this means the ability to see your goal through any obstacles, to remain undistracted by fleeting market fluctuations, and to maintain focus on long-term strategies. Practically, this manifests as the ability to not just set goals, but to manifest them with complete confidence, developing detailed financial plans that become a map for your energetic flow towards abundance. Your determination can move mountains, allowing you to overcome crises, emerge victorious from complex deals, and systematically build capital without succumbing to panic or doubt. Visualize each step, feeling success even before it materializes. Next, your intuition is not merely a premonition, but a high-precision internal radar capable of detecting the subtlest vibrations of the financial field. In a world where information is often distorted and risks are disguised, this gift becomes an invaluable asset. Use it to discern the true intentions of partners, to select the most promising investment avenues, and to determine optimal entry and exit points for assets. This is your personal financial compass, pointing the right way. Develop this ability through meditations aimed at expanding consciousness and deepening your connection with your higher self. Before making a significant financial decision, retreat, ask a question, and listen carefully to the first impulses, images, and sensations. Trust this inner voice more than external advice if it contradicts your inner knowing. Your passion is the energy of transformation and deep immersion. In the financial sphere, it manifests as an incredible capacity for concentration, a complete dedication to your endeavors, leading to outstanding results. Your passion fuels ambitious projects, bold investments, and the completion of tasks despite obstacles. It is the force that allows you to not just work, but to be truly ignited by your pursuit, attracting success. Direct this powerful energy not towards destruction, but towards creation. Identify areas that genuinely excite you, whether it's innovation, charitable foundations, or high-yield startups. Your passion, channeled into a constructive direction, will become a magnet for monetary energy. Utilize it in negotiations and when presenting your ideas, it will give your words weight and persuasiveness, breaking through any barriers and opening doors to new opportunities. Finally, your ability to see opportunities where others only perceive problems makes you unique in discovering non-obvious, yet highly profitable paths. You are capable of looking beyond the surface, discerning hidden motives and subtle connections, which is the gift of a financial alchemist. Actively seek out niches that seem risky or undervalued to others. Explore nascent markets. Do not be afraid to invest in innovations, future technologies, or what has not yet become mainstream. Your perceptiveness will allow you to stay a step ahead, anticipating trends and skimming the cream off new waves of economic development. This requires not only an analytical mind but also abundant courage. However, like any great power, these gifts require conscious management, for shadows may also appear on the path to abundance, demanding close attention and protection. Your depth and intensity, while being powerful assets, can simultaneously become a source of certain financial pitfalls on your journey to abundance. Scorpios, possessing insight and courage, are sometimes prone to excessive risk-taking, especially when their intuition dominates rational analysis too strongly. This tendency for all-in decisions, dictated by inner conviction without proper fact-checking, can lead to significant losses. Another characteristic trait is excessive secrecy in financial matters, even with close associates or professional consultants. This deprives you of the opportunity to receive an objective assessment of the situation and valuable advice, thereby internalizing energy and potentially creating stagnation. Furthermore, Scorpios can be susceptible to emotional investments, making decisions based on personal attachment to a project or person, rather than cold logic. Or, conversely, holding on to unprofitable assets out of stubbornness or a desire to outplay the situation, instead of cutting losses in time and moving on. Your need for control, a powerful driver of success, can sometimes transform into micromanagement or analysis paralysis, where the fear of loss prevents you from taking a decisive step, even when all signs point to its necessity. To prevent these potential pitfalls, it is critically important to implement several practical strategies. Firstly, always combine your brilliant intuition with thorough fact-checking and professional expertise. Before making a major investment, consult independent financial analysts, study the market, and gather as much information as possible. Secondly, practice conscious diversification of your assets. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, even if it seems golden. This will minimize risks and provide a safety net in case of unforeseen circumstances. Thirdly, develop emotional detachment from your financial decisions. Money is energy, and it should flow freely, without attachments to past failures or excessive expectations. Learn to release what isn't working and welcome the new. And, of course, we cannot overlook the esoteric aspect of financial protection, which holds particular significance for Scorpios. Your deep connection with the world of energies makes you more susceptible to both positive and negative influences. To protect against energetic attacks, envy, or mental blocks aimed at your financial well-being, it is essential to regularly practice energetic hygiene. This can involve daily meditation to create an invisible yet robust energetic shield around your financial field. Visualize this shield reflecting any negative currents, returning them to their source. Utilize protective crystals, such as black tourmaline or obsidian, by placing them near your workspaces or where you store important financial documents. They serve as powerful absorbers of negative energy. Practice grounding through contact with nature to release excess tension and strengthen your energetic root system. Establish clear energetic boundaries. Consciously decline participation in questionable schemes or interaction with people who drain your energy or envy your success. Remember that your inner strength is your primary safeguard. Maintain a high vibration of gratitude and abundance, and no negative influences will be able to penetrate your shield. For it is the purity of intention and strength of spirit that become the key to a continuous influx of well-being.